And, Esther was still speaking English. We have all this process. The party has to agree. If the king doesn't send the specter, I can't touch it. There was a lot of English. We have to consensus. Babati saw. And Mordecai was rough. Like he just look, there's no time for this. And what he just said was very simple. He said, for if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place. But you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you are where you are for such a time as this. The reality is this, right? The reality is that, we live in a time where all of us are well placed to make change in this country. But, this whole attitude of, le kufu Nigeria, you have to just protect your own interest, get your kids another passport where they will be slaves to another man's interest, They can never be citizens of America, no matter how many times you're born there. That's the truth. Donald Trump is telling you. Right? And we have what we have here, and we won't fight for it. And what Mordecai was basically just saying is, look, Allah, right? God will deliver us. But what about you? And that's the question our generation needs to ask this morning. I'm not here to sell you a dream, right? I'm not here to inspire you. I'm not Barack Obama. The truth is that things will get worse, right? They'll get a lot worse, right? We have incredible unsustainable debt in this country. There's not many opportunities. We have a large youth population coming in. They're going to double. Not many resources for them. Not even education, right? Global warming is going to make, if you think you've seen all of the headsmen, you're wasting your time. There's going to be more of that. It may come to Lagos. It's going to get worse. Everything will get worse. But one thing I believe is that, with God's help, with innovation, with all of us standing together to solve problems in national interest, not the personal interest, not trying to find an exit or a ticket out of this country, there are things we can do, right? We can stem the tide. And I know the God of mercy will show up for us in Jesus' name. But you see, there are three things those of us who want to work in the public interest have to understand before we repeat the mistakes of the previous generation. The first thing is we just have to put country before self. There's no other way to put it. I've been in many meetings where the first priority of a businessman is how to stop other people from entering his business. And I'm like, oh, you say this is a country of 180 million people. What are you protecting? Right? Why these licenses? What do you gain from keeping others out from doing business in your industry? What? Is it in the national interest? You're a billionaire, yes. But you have to surround yourself literally with an army so you can stay safe. Is that life? Is that life? At the end of the day, again, I go back to that question. What is the fate of the son of a butcher and the daughter of another missionary in the Nigeria that we have built today? Right? It's not about our children. It's about all of our children. And if every decision we make considers them, and not just, children that we will give property to and they will waste it away, and still end up in a life of drugs and hell and undue expectations. If we do that, it's just a waste, right? If every decision we make is for the national interest, so that the daughter of a butcher, the son of a butcher, the daughter of a missionary can have a future in this country, there's no question we will make better decisions. Now, the truth of the matter is, look, these things are not easy to say. And they might not always agree with you about what's in their best interest or what's in the national interest. But that is what our country calls us to do. The call of Nigeria is to what? serve our fatherland with heart and mind. It's not just for politicians. It isn't. It's for all of us. And the reality is, if you think in this country, you can build a future for just yourself and your children, and you will be fine. You're a joker. No, you really are, right? If we are not building a country where everyone has opportunities, we're just building our graves, right? Your high walls, it won't keep out the masses whose lives you've ruined. It won't. Your bulletproof G-Wagon, trust me, angry young person will take it out. We can test it right now. I'm telling you. You want to build cathedrals? Youth will burn them down. And God will watch and shake his head. He won't deliver you. So, if the generation where the son of a butcher and the daughter of a missionary could have an opportunity to live a good life and pass something along to their children, and we can't do the same, we don't deserve to be in the annals of our history, right? And the truth is, when your generations are wiped out, as Haman told Esther, we will remember you as a footnote. It will just be, oh, we had this bad patch. All those people are gone now. Don't worry about it. That's the future we're building. The second thing we have to keep in mind is we cannot wait. The work starts now. We can't wait till we are rich. We can't wait till, Baba goes on vacation again, right? So the acting president can work for 10 days. It's not going to work. Can't run a country like that. No, we can't wait for all of us to have the resources or to have the power to have voice, We can't wait for Baba to say something. Baba needs to anything to make sense and see. That's the reality. He doesn't have anything to say. And I'll be honest, right? Even me, I've been of the mind before that perhaps we can give these guys some time. We can explain to them the world is changing. It's about time you hand over the reins, But look, the truth is this, right? Like, they're not reasonable people. They're not. They're not. Otherwise, they will do it themselves. We can't, change can't wait for us to be respecters of tables,